This documentary is funded by the US aid from the American people.
Goal 14 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals promotes the constant conservation and sustainable use of the oceans, seas and marine resources. However, garbage including plastic waste at the seashore poses a threat to fish species, contributes to marine pollution as well as the contamination of seafood. The TV3 news team was in Assini in the Jomoro municipality of the Western region to monitor efforts to rid seashore of garbage. Here, the livelihood of residents is largely dependent on the sea resource, but the beach is engulfed in filth. Domestic garbage generated are heaped at the seashore and some enter the sea. This has been the practice for years. For some fishmongers, heaping garbage at the shore prevent high tides from wreaking havoc to structures along the seashore.
It is se punu ba yede eyinu gu ho na ya pra so ye sanwe aguso ye pra sa na ya hyew no na ye sanwe aguso se ye ne sa a chere eboy kakra se nya government so obaye bibi man kurampo na punu amfire se ye mfa wura no gu ho bi.
The communal dump site is situated close to a nearby residence, producing large swarm of flies. Abena, a fish processor, and her family who live very close to the dump site bear the brunt of their community's negative environmental practices. Open defecation at the Assini landing beach is rife. Catch made by fishermen are kept on the sand before selling it to the fishmongers. Even though the Jomoro Municipal Assembly has provided a dustbin to the community, residents hardly use it.
We have containers that we put at vantage points. Do you know what some parents will do? Instead of an adult carrying that rubbish to go and deposit it in the container, they call a 5-year-old girl to carry it. You see how huge the length of the container. The child cannot reach that, so it's to pour it down there. Then it becomes another heap at that area. Then they will call the assembly again. The assembly is not coming to clear around. What are we doing as a people?
A deputy manager of the Fisheries Commission in Jomoro, Isaac Frimpong Arthur, was concerned about the insanitary situation. 4 months on, TV3 monitoring visit to the community showed an improvement following a community-led initiative. A London Beach Enforcement Committee made up of leaders of the Fishermen Association, the Queen of the Fish Processors Association, representatives of the Fisheries Commission, police, and the Municipal Chief Executive has been inaugurated to co-manage fisheries resources as well as activities at the London beaches. The London Beach Enforcement Committee members periodically organize communal labor activities to rid the beaches of filth. The news team witnessed one of such engagement.
In fact, it is voluntary, and I wish that with time we are able to get some resource to reward the hard-working ones. Some people are so serious with this thing, and it's as if they are being paid. But meanwhile, they are not getting anything. Just that they buy into the idea that the landing beach should be clean and the fish that we take from the sea should be wholesome for consumption.
A chief fisherman at the Anlo line in Assini was impressed about the level of success. He outlined measures to sustain beach cleanliness to impact healthy fish processing and consumption.
Every blessed day
Isaac Frimpong Arthur says the community has been sensitized to voluntarily support communal interventions with a view to promote hygienic practices.
Nobody wants to eat and then get sick. We know that this refuse, when they get into the sea, it compromises the quality of the fish. For example, the plastics, they are able to break into tiny pieces, and then when they get to the sea, the fishes also pick them. But you may not know. So once you are eating the fish, you think you are eating fish, but you are eating pieces of liquor or pieces of plastics, and then it is not good for your health.
He, however, stressed that open defecation required drastic intervention.
We have sensitized the community, most especially the fisher folks who live close to the beach, on the disadvantages of their actions, throwing refuse or defecating at the landing beach. So the people are fully aware. In the beginning, there were some challenges, but now the people are coping, because nobody wants to be caught on cameras doing such a thing, or nobody wants to be arrested or be taken to the palace for coming to defecate or throw rubbish at the landing beach.
The Jomoro Municipal Environmental Officer is advocating for the intensification of enforcement of the sanitation bylaws to discourage littering at the seashore.
Coming into force of LABEC, it now enlightening the fisher folks to know that they themselves are the cause of the pollution of the beaches. If you don't dump the refuse, the sea will not come for them, push them into the water and bring them back. When the fish is brought to the market contaminated, it has no boundary. Fish from Jomoro are transported from here as far as Kumasi. So you can imagine what we will be selling to the people of Ashanti region, what we will be selling to the people of Greater Accra and the other regions. Therefore, I think that when we all come together to ensure that wholesome fishes are produced and sold to the general public, then we are also ensuring that our health is being protected.